environment. As you, we are trying to upgrade the quality around here and we're trying to keep it consistent, my darling. But yeah, I'm back in the studio. By the way, if you are looking for a studio to film at, you do know that you can for a price, but it's quite a decent price in comparison to other places. So again, I'll put all the information in the description box below if you're looking for somewhere to film, shoot your videos, all that good stuff. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about something that came to me earlier on, and I'm gonna get my phone just so that I can make sure that I read the definition, and it is deal with your indifference. Okay, now I even had to Google indifference because I've heard the term, I've even used the term, but didn't really know what it meant. But I've used it anyway, and I'm going to give you guys the definition of it. So indifference is the trait of lacking interest or enthusiasm in things. When you feel indifference for something, you neither like it or dislike it. If you are a person who feels a lot of indifference, you probably say, a lot. You just don't care. And then another definition was lack of interest, concern, or sympathy, or mediocrity. And honestly, the thing that I wanted to talk about today is those people that are in the middle. They don't necessarily like something, they don't necessarily dislike something, they're just indifferent. You're just like, meh, whatever, don't really care. And I honestly do believe that a lot of people who fall into this region and this space, it's because you are afraid. You might not want to admit it, but guess what? I'm going to admit it for you, and I'm coming into your house. You know that Wake Up Wednesday, I'm always coming into your house, coming for your neck, your hair, whatever, and I'm coming for you. You know those people that are never too excited about anything or don't want to get excited because they want to avoid disappointment. Do you know what that tells me? That tells me that you are fearful. You are afraid of something. You are afraid of trying in case you fail, in case something goes wrong, in case someone disappoints you. Have you ever heard those people that turn around and say, oh, you know, I just don't like to trust people because I've trusted people before and they've broken my heart. I'm just not going to trust people anymore because then, you know, I'd rather not trust anybody than let someone in and they hurt me again. That is literally plagued with nothing but fear. You're talking from a place of fear. And some people might turn around and be like, no, I'm talking from a place of being wise, wisdom, or I'm talking from a place of just being smart. I just want to make sure that I protect myself. Now, 100% protect yourself. You're the only person that can do it pretty much the most. I'm not saying, you know, let any Tom, Dick and Harry into your life or let anyone into your life and to rage rampant. Absolutely not. What I am saying is that you need to finally start tackling your indifference. If you really admitted it, you would think and you would realize, come to the realization that a lot of this meh, don't really care business is literally just because you are trying to hide. You are trying to put on a mask from the things that you have not yet dealt with. You're trying to put on a mask because you are afraid that if you decide to put something out there or you decide to put something in front of people, you might get rejected. Someone might not like it. Someone might have a negative opinion about it. Even the fact that you are opening up the door for someone to have an opinion about something that you are creating, doing, or thinking, or feeling, or whatever it is already dangerous in your part. So the easiest thing for you to do is to just shut down. You keep it simple. You just shut down. You don't get excited about anything. You don't get upset about anything. You're just like, I don't care. For me personally, I don't think that that's healthy. For you to be so nonchalant about so many things in your life, I don't personally think is healthy, because it shows that there's a level of disconnect. There is something that you are not quite connecting with as a human being who has emotions and feelings and thoughts and creativity and all these things stored up inside of you. The fact that you are unable to actually do it with the passion and with the drive that you know you could offer, well, it could be one of two things. Either you have not yet dealt with your indifference or you're just lazy. It's one of the two, in all honesty. And you might be watching this thinking, Nissy, you're talking too loud, you're screaming, you're shouting. Yes, I am speaking loud today. Deal with your indifference. Stop being the middle ground person. The middle ground person doesn't get anywhere. At least if you're just lazy and you just decide not to do anything, then cool. You can just be categorized as you're lazy, you're not going to get any results. Or at least if you get the opposite, where someone is passionate, deeply passionate, is ready and willing to work, to push, to do what they need to do. At least with them, you can see that, okay, when they get to that place or when they arrive, you will know exactly why. With you, that's indifferent. You don't really care. You don't really show much passion. You don't really make effort. You're so nonchalant about it. It's because you are fearful and you are afraid. And the first thing for you to do is actually start looking at yourself and thinking, how can I deal with my fear? Because for a lot of people, like I said before, it's just a mask. It's just a mask. It's your defense mechanism. You would rather be indifferent about something than get too excited and you get disappointed. But what does that show you about where you're going in the future? What does that show you about the relationships that you then forge? You can't live like that. You can't cap yourself and cap the way that you want to respond to certain things because you are afraid of being hurt. The one thing that I can guarantee for anybody on this planet, the one thing that's guaranteed for all of us, actually, there are a couple of things that are guaranteed for all of us. One being that we're all gonna die at some point. I know it sounds a bit dire, but we are all gonna die. We just don't know when. Something else that's guaranteed about every single person is that we are going to experience some form of pain. No matter how rich you are, no matter how poor you are, no matter where you are in life, every single person on this planet experiences some form of pain, whether it be internally or things that someone else did to them or something that happened in their life or some form of trauma that they experienced. Every single person on this planet, that pain doesn't discriminate. It doesn't discriminate color, caste, race, ethnicity. It doesn't discriminate. Every single person in their own way is going to experience pain. That's something that you cannot avoid. Now, am I saying go and run into every single painful situation? No, it's like telling a child to put their hand in fire. Of course, you don't want to tell your child or a child to put their hand in fire. But what I am saying though, is that you happen to make a mistake or do something where you did get burnt, but don't allow that moment to now transfer itself into your future. Don't allow what happened in that particular moment in your life and the person that you were in that particular time frame to now determine who you are or how you act, especially if it's in a negative way. Don't do that to yourself, because you will limit yourself from opportunities, from love, from things around you, because you are so indifferent. Who even wants to be like that? And I'm going to end it with this. Who even wants to be with someone like that? I would hate to be with someone like that. Someone that's just in the middle, flippy floppy, doesn't necessarily care, it doesn't really bother them. Oh, well, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm so sorry, but I'm just not that type of person. I need to know that you're solid and you're firm. You believe what you believe. You say what you mean. You do it with your chest. Not doing things half-hearted, because I'm so sorry, when you only get halfway, you then have absolutely no right to complain. Yes, I came for you and I came and I shot up your house. What can I say? Actually, no, that's a bad analogy. I shouldn't say that I shot up your house. No, God forbid. I didn't shoot up your house. I just came in and I just shook things up a little bit. But you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. You get it, right? All I'm saying is deal with your indifference. Deal with it. All of that being in the middle business, even in the word, like it talks about being lukewarm. Like nobody likes lukewarm water. Either you're gonna be cold so you can be a cold drink, or you're gonna be hot so I can make tea or coffee. I don't want anything in between, because that's just weird, okay? So deal with your indifference. You know that it is plagued by fear, so deal with that fear. Deal with the root of the issue first, and then you will see how things will start to shift in your own life. So I hope that you enjoyed today's Wake Up Wednesday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, of course. And make sure you hit the bell button so you're notified every single time I post a brand new video. I love and appreciate you guys always. I am super, super grateful for you guys being with me on this journey. And don't forget, I've got loads of information in the description box below as well, especially in regards to some of the things that your girl offers, including NT Media, which is, of course, my social media management and branding agency, where we help people brand it better. So if you know that you're starting to, think about building a business or a brand, you need logo, website, all of that good stuff, guess what? Your girl's got you. We've got an amazing team of graphic designers, videographers, photographers, all these different people that do amazing things that can offer you the best and the absolute best service. So yeah, check out all the stuff in the description box below. And of course, I'll see you again next time. Stay beautiful.